Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe. I am your grammar teacher. Today we are going to study chapter 10, subject verb agreement. Before we start the chapter, I would like to give you some instructions. Listen to the explanation and read the chapter. After reading the chapter, write the exercise given in the PDF in your notebook. So let's begin. Now, in the previous video, I had explained you that how to make the verb and subject agreement. Right? Now, in this video, I am going to explain you about the rules for subject and verb agreement. You have to remember that if the subject is a third person singular noun or the pronoun, for example, he, she, it, this or that, we use a singular verb. For example, Kajol lives here, or it rains often. Second rule is the subject is a third person plural noun, then verb will be plural. For example, Pulkit and Richa cook at home. You work hard. Rule number 3, if two subjects are joined by and compound subject, use a plural verb. For example, Megha and Suhana travel together. Here we can see there are two subjects, Megha and Suhana. Next point, if the subject is in indefinite pronoun ending in body, one, thing or where, or a pronoun that implies one such as either, neither, each or none, we use a singular verb. For example, everybody exercises. None fits me. Next point, if the subject is an indefinite pronoun such as both, many, much, all, few or few, use a plural verb. For example, few have already left. Or we can say all love honest people. Then the next rule you should remember, that is if the subject is a determiner such as most, some or all followed by a noun, consider whether the noun is countable or uncountable and use the verb in agreement. For example, most information was found online. Now here information is uncountable noun and following most, that is singular verb. Sometimes there are other words between the subject and the verb. For example, the jar is on the table. Now here is the use as, what does it use? Tell me. That is prepositional phrase. Yes, correct. So the clothes are ironed. Here we should remember that the subject is the jar and is used as the auxiliary verb and it may be the object of prepositional phrase. So in this chapter, we have learned that the verb must agree with the subject in number and person. Usually, singular subject takes a singular verb with s or es and plural subjects take a plural verb without s or es. And the third point, that is the subject may sometimes be far removed from the verb. The verb must agree with the actual subject. I hope you have understood the chapter. You have to read the chapter and write the exercise given in PDF and mail it on the given email ID. Below the links are given.